21st of December 2024. This communication is on the very next day, the 1st of January 2025, where it says the dockets have been called and have been sent to Spear. Yes, we know the dockets only were sent to Spear in March this year. Further analysis of the chats indicates that Vusimuzi Ket Matlala is financially supporting the Minister of Police and Mr. Brown Mohodzi's political endeavors. Wow. This is supported by the evidence of conversation and the proof of payments of guests for January 8 traveling cost and the Ghana dinner in Cape Town. This was done in 2025. The proof of payment, we have it. As I said, we're going to share with you where Mr. Matlala is sending this proof of payment to Mr. Brown Mohodzi. On the 2nd of January 2025, at about 10:05 in the morning, Vusimuzi Ket Matlala receives a copy of the letter of the disbandment of the political Killing Stars team from Mr. Brown Mohodzi, who is an associate with the Minister of Police. Supposed to remind you that this is the very same Brown Mohodzi that the Minister of Police had denied in Parliament and later confirmed to be his comrade but not involved with police matters. But he's sending this communication. That's what we've discovered through the investigation. On the 14th of January 2025, Mr. Brown communicates with Mr. Vusimuzi Ket Matlala as follows. I quote, "Sure, don't forget to work on your invoices." On the 15th January, Mr. Vusimuzi Ket Matlala responds with a screenshot of an invoice that he has submitted to the South African Police Service, which I guess was due for payment on his contract. On the 26th of January 2025, Mr. Brown Mohodzi sent a message to the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, which reads as follows, I quote, "The guy of the funding in bracket 20 is also in Joburg from Tuesday. He is the one I said has a 3 billion contract with SAPS." Close quote. Open quote again, another message. "I am also meeting with the DNC and the COS today." Now, in the abbreviation, the DNC in the South African Police Service is referred to as the Deputy National Commissioner, and the COS would be, in this regard, the Chief of Staff. He says, "I'm also meeting with the DNC and Chief of Staff today in Durban for finalization of Khumalo and General Mkhwanazi's matter." Close quote. Another message reads, "DNC is waiting for the Chief of Staff here. This is very significant." Close quote. This is extracted from the communication of the arrested person. So we ask ourselves a question. Is there a theory of conspiracy targeting senior officers involving the Minister of Police in this country?
What's up, people? We are back with another video. The page, it is called South African Late News. What we just heard there is General Mkhwanazi. Today he dropped files. He implicated the police minister, Mr. Sesende Mchunu and Matlala, in a corrupt relationship with some people. So when Ramaphosa comes back from his overseas trip, he needs to act. We cannot have a minister that is in conversation with other criminals, as Mr. Mkhwanazi has said so far. So remember that Mr. Sesende Mchunu appeared in Parliament and he denied knowing someone. However, later on, it was discovered that he referred to the same person as a comrade. So Mr. Mkhwanazi here is trying to expose the corrupt relationship that the state or state organs have with some element of criminality. And Mr. Mkhwanazi, I'm just going to play a clip where Mr. Mkhwanazi spoke about this. Just listen and judge for yourself, because it is very important that you get context of the conversation that Mkhwanazi was talking about. But it appears that Mkhunu,
on the
That's all
of
done.
March 2025, the South African Police appeared before the Portfolio Committee in Parliament. A presentation was made to this Portfolio Committee by the Provincial Commission of KwaZulu-Natal, which included the allegations of an associate of the Minister of Police, Mr. Brown Mokhotsi. The minister denied on record. Go and Google a visual presentation to the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March this year.
I'm going to play it now.
Towards the end of that briefing, where the Minister of Police responded and he said he does not know this Mr. Brown Mokhotsi. He said that in Parliament. However, the minister confirmed that he knows this Mr. Brown Mokhotsi during the telephone conversation that he had, which was posted on X under the handler at Load K. This was on the 30th of March, where he confirmed that this was his comrade from Northwest. The conversation between the minister and that lady is available. You can go on X and find it on the 30th. If it has been removed from that account, as we finish this briefing, I'll share that with you.
And play it. There's now. Listen.
I think I picked up something that Provincial Commissioner Mkhwanazi is saying about some fellow. 2 weeks ago, it does happen in a week or 2 or 3. I think a week and a half ago, I got somebody insisting that there's somebody who's going around saying he works with me wherever I am. He is there, and I said, "Show me the face." And it got to a point where he showed me the face, and I told him, "I don't know this person." And the week before, there was another person, Mkhunu.
Okay, forget about that one.
This is my younger brother. My younger brother died in 2005.
He's right.
And I don't have any other. And so when the person says so, you really. So I think we must be very circumspect when people come to us and say, "I'm an associate of this and that." I'm no associate.
So now, you see, Senzo Mkhunu initially denied that he knew Mr. Brown Mokhotsi from Northwest. It turns out, later on, he admits on a telephone call that Brown Mokhotsi is his comrade, meaning that he knows him. But in Parliament, he lied. He lied. He said he didn't know that person. So if you lie in Parliament, that's a criminal offense. So Senzo Mkhunu has got some explanation to do here, because the president will fire him if he cannot respond positively to this thing here. These are serious allegations. Now, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi has alleged that Mkhunu is the one that dismantled the unit that was investigating the political killings in KZN. And then that matter is related to this person, because later on this person got a letter which says that problem has been solved. The unit has been dismantled, which means Mkhunu took that decision in order to protect his friend, allegedly. I must use that word, allegedly, because it's what Mkhwanazi is implying here. So it's very, very shocking that the Minister of Police can be accused of such things. We cannot have a Minister of Police that has a friendship with criminals. So when Ramaphosa comes back from a trip overseas, he needs to act. The timing of this announcement by Mkhwanazi, it's not good, because the president is away, he's on overseas trip, and then we have the death of the former deputy president, Mr. Didi Mabuza. So now the country is in Shambok at the moment. So it would have been better if Mkhwanazi spoke when the president was back in the country. However, he's a policeman, so he does not have to wait for the president to be back, because criminality must be exposed at any time. But I'm saying it would have been better if Ramaphosa was here, so then he would be asked to respond immediately. Now Ramaphosa is going to have time to think of some excuse to protect Senzo Mkhunu. But it seems like Senzo Mkhunu, his friends, with bad people. Allegedly, I must say, because it was implied by Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, not me. I do not have the facts. But I don't think Mr. Mkhwanazi would go to the podium and make such huge allegations against the minister without evidence. So I'm sure there is a prima facie case against Senzo Mchunu. So someone here is going to fall. Mchunu, I'm sure, is going to try to get rid of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi because he's the minister. However, I think Mchunu cannot just fire Mkhwanazi because he does not report to him. Mkhwanazi reports to General Fani Masemula, who's the National Police Commissioner. So I think they're going to try and put pressure on Masemula. However, Mkhwanazi also mentioned that some people within government are trying to get rid of Masemula, the very same Masemula that must act against Mkhwanazi if the minister wants to. Remember last week they said there was a warrant of arrest for Masemula. However, that didn't materialize. So the police system in this country, it seems like it's in shambolic because the police are fighting amongst themselves. So who is going to protect us, the public, if the very same policemen are corrupt? But Mkhwanazi, I believe him. I don't think he would make such allegation against the minister because he would be fired if he's wrong. So Mkhwanazi, I'm sure he has a tangible evidence against Mchunu. So those allegations that he made against Mchunu, for instance, he said there's a proof of payment that Brian Mahot spoke about. He said Mchunu was bankrolled by this guy. He said he paid for the January 8th event in Cape Town earlier this year. So those are strong allegations by Mr. Mkhwanazi. Hopefully, the president is going to act because we cannot have a police minister that is implicated in such corruption. Remember, at the moment it's allegedly because it was said by Mkhwanazi, not me. I do not have the evidence. So thank you for watching.